if I do that again, like I can reset it and it'll just reconnect after a little bit. It'll be a little bit of a downtime. But I mean, obviously, live and let learn. I can do that now. So
Mm. That's weird. Yep. What is the Nina Cortex controversy?
I hope the channel gets canceled for that one. Okay, well
We
we're
said worse.
okay, well we're back, and this time I'm gonna fuck up like I did a second ago too. Oh my god, I couldn't make it. You like how he doesn't sometimes make noise at all?
I don't know. I think he said that he's made that death scream every time. Unless you mean like you just hitting him.
Oh my god, you see that? That timing on what I just did? I knew that was gonna happen as soon as I crossed that. And how did I know? Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god, I barely missed. And after how good my flow was too.
Yo. Damn, here's some more TNT, bitch. There you go.
At least you get this life.
Stop hitting me, Crash! Stop it!
Damn! Oh, I barely fucking didn't make that. I almost spun on it.
Dream to no undead. Yeah, welcome back, Zorblue.
Yeah, so so I have Spectrum Internet. It's a really shitty company. Sorry. He didn't electrify and so late. The timing on it's never the same.
That's it, bro. You just need to go in and go balls deep.
And that's usually when I die. Oh, see what I mean? Like earlier when I got there, he didn't do it. Like he wasn't like electrified. And after I almost beat it that first fucking go too. What a shame. You can kill those. You just can't really spin into them, I guess. I'm gonna lose all my lives on this part. That'd be really irritating. I may need a farm for lives. Oh shit, come on, dude. Would you fuck one of those scientists, dude? They look like guys from like one of those like hentai dojins or something, you know what I mean?
Sorry, the eyeless fucking...
God damn. I hate those fucking jelly dudes.
You might have to bait them. Just go one corner and then they'll just jump past you. If you go around the other way. Like, go left and then go right.
See, when he was still electrified, what was I gonna do? I just don't want to have to redo this level. I hit him off the side. I didn't hit him like there. That's not accurate what I did at all. What? I couldn't do anything there. I got trapped in the side and he just jumped into me. Holy shit. I'm getting salty. I'm getting real salty. I'm getting salty at Crash Bandicoot. This is sad.
Salty Bandicoot.
Salty Bandicunny.
Damn.
That, oh my goodness. Oh my god. I got my hopes up. I saw those 2 lives. I'm like, oh my god, here we go. Skill issue though. You know what I mean? Skill issue. You can't, okay, you can't blame me. That really is, it really is not sure exactly where he's supposed to be there. Love it. Love it. Oh my
4
god.
lives left.
I think it's 5. I think this is one of the games where 0 counts.
Oh, yeah.
What happens? I got off my rhythm. See what I mean? Like that time he wasn't like electrified for that long.
just figure it out, bro.
It's hard. It's hard. Shit. Now that's my fault. I can't win the game for that. Okay. In a few seconds, like on the last life, I really just gotta leave. Like how Crash was looking, he was looking at it. He was like, "Shee, that's crazy."
Damn.
Oh my god. Maybe if I spin, maybe I just spin it in the air, I can hit him first. Maybe I should just do that, be a little bit more preemptive about it. Ugh. Maybe I'm making this too hard.
Yes, it was working when on one corner and it just followed you and just duped him. There's no need to engage him. Yeah, he's not gonna spawn as soon as you get theirs. You hesitated?
Oh, it's... Yeah, because I thought, like, I just kind of misjudged the distance again. Like, I was like, okay, no, don't rush it.
Yeah, don't jump getting past that second one.
Okay. Oh, I'm so scared. Ah, okay. But can I not leave unless I beat it? Please tell me I can.
Yeah, you can leave.
Oh, man. What if I died the first pit in the first level?
Leave base.
Oh, man. Holy shit. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up right now. Oh, my gosh. I'm scared because now I'm scared that what if I fuck this up and I die? Oh man, what if it happened? What if it happened? Well, this would be the greatest. Oh my goodness.
What ifs turn into wills?
Yeah, I know. When there's a will, there's a way. There we go.
There you go.
Okay.
Now you can die in the first pit.
Ah. I hate that so much. We're so close too. I know that there's only a little bit more. I can tell. Time to farm for like 10 lives. Actually, let's farm for like 18. Oh my goodness. Wumba Fruit Fridays. I'm just so weak, Will. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. I'm just so out of it, dude.
2 levels left.
Oh my god, I know. And it'd be the worst if I gamed over. I don't want to game over. I can't do it. I can't do it again. Oh my goodness. After what happened? Oh my goodness, I can't. I can only embarrass myself so often. Oh my goodness. You know what's funny? I'm pretty sure Crash 2 is like... I'd say Crash 2 is like a harder game. But it's not harder because of bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Great, but you missed 10 bucks.
Yeah, it's all the tin that makes the bridge. The bridge to Terabithia. Oh, we should play the... Oh, dude, you know what? I just remembered? Do you remember that movie that's just like the Jumanji ripoff?
Wait, say that again?
You know the movie that's pretty much just like a ripoff of Jumanji?
Oh, Zathura?
Yes! I know. Okay, I remember the title, but I was hoping you would too. Man, are we gonna watch that? And we should play the game.
I think I'd rather just play the game, bro.
But that movie was cool, though.
It was cool. But...
Remember, and the astronaut was him from the future?
Mm-hmm. Wish his brother away. You can't win the game, bro.
Man. That's crazy. That movie go nutty. That movie go
hard.
That movie go fucking raw. Dude, that movie raw.
Zathura hard.
Yeah, fuck. That movie's sick.
The robot was actually kind of cool, though. I like the robot.
I know that. It's on the cover, dude. It's on the cover of the game, too.
Nice. They knew what was the best part.
Man, fuck Jumanji. I'd rather play... You know, it's funny. In another world, we would have Zathura would be Jumanji, and it would still be the same movie. It still wouldn't be better than Jumanji. But everyone would still like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never seen Jumanji. We should play the Jumanji video game, though.
Was that the new one with the rock in it?
Yeah. You remember when we saw it was on the PlayStation? It was a PlayStation store. They're like, man, this is just like Diablo. That's what I said.
Oh hell yeah, Jumanji Diablo.
You sick, yeah, man.
I mean, you're technically kind of right, since the plot of the new one is it's like a video game.
Yeah.
Instead of a game board.
That's lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of just a movie.
Well, it's weird because they also, and I hate it because the whole thing, it's like, you know, like all the kids are so meaningless. You know what I mean? Because they're not them. They are them. You know what I mean? They're obviously supposed to be like an avatar persona thing, but it's like as actors, they're just there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the fucking bratty girl turns into Jack Black.
Yeah, and then there's a fucking sequel.
Yeah, there is a sequel.
So like, why? I don't need to watch the first movie to know what happens in it. But I'm wondering why the fuck there's a sequel. You know, like why?
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
That's your answer is yes, because it's got the rock in it.
And it's not, and it's a reboot, right? It's not connected.
That's what I'm saying. The sequel?
No. The new one, the new one with Rock is not connected to old Jumanji with Robin Williams.
Well, that's the thing is instead of it was a board game, but it changed into it's like a game now.
Damn.
So it's got some kind of connection.
It's like I want like a list of cursed objects, you know, in like fiction. I want like the box from like Hellraiser, and then I want the Jumanji board.
S tier cursed objects. And you got Jumanji right next to the Hellraiser cube. You
have the Zathura game and F for being a shameless ripoff. But sci-fi? Like come on. Literally,
I would play that game though. I would play Zathura if it was an actual board game.
If you were telling me right now, like somebody in that board meeting or in the meeting in the pitch did not say, you mean like Jumanji? Like, you know what I mean? We can play a board game. And they get trapped in the game and crazy shit happens.
Think of Jumanji, but there's a big fucking robot in it.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
You son of a bitch.
I'm just saying. we're gonna get Zathura on the PS2, and it sucks. You know what would be really sick? And I know, I can already tell you that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna be like, it's just gonna be like a game that follows the movie instead of being like something cool where it'd be its own thing. You know what I mean? Like, it is just the game, but as a video game. Wouldn't that be sick?
Yeah.
I would still get a Jumanji. If they made a Jumanji game like that, didn't they make an actual Jumanji board game later? I swear to God, there's no way they didn't.
They probably did.
That seems like something they would do.
Yeah. I think that has to be somewhat on their minds.
Yeah, I would say like Hasbro, Mattel, like any fucking toy some company like that. Who owns fucking Monopoly?
Fuck.
I don't know.
Hasbro, maybe?
Female Monopoly. what was it? What was it called? It's not called Female Monopoly.
Feminist Monopoly?
I think something like that.
And then they have a millennial Monopoly too.
What?
Yeah, let me look this up real fast.
That's crazy.
And it's really like fucking stereotypical.
We should play Mario Chess. And Luigi's the queen. Isn't that crazy? And that also means he's one of the best pieces.
Millennial Monopoly. And he's holding like a fucking Starbucks cup and shit.
Is he? You're looking at this one.
Oh, there's a...
What?
Oh, is this one real? I gotta see if this one's real.
Damn, we gotta play Fortune Street on the Wii.
Bro, there's actually a Monopoly Socialism.
Badass.
And it's actually branded. It's got the fucking Monopoly man handing out his hat full of money to people. And it says winning is for capitalists. Bro.
That's... I don't know. You know what we need next? Communism Monopoly. And you know what I'm saying? We're all in this
anyway,
together.
Let me show you the picture of... Oh, the tagline is, forget real estate. You can't afford it anyway.
So I don't know. Is this game like based or
no?
I can't tell. That might be based. That might just be based. That might just be the greatest thing I've ever fucking heard in my entire life.
Let me remember what the feminist one is. Maybe it actually might be feminist Monopoly.
Well, that's
it's got the female. It's called Miss Monopoly.
Yeah.
The first game where women make more than men. That's a tagline.
Yeah, well, didn't we see this in person?
You know what? We might have.
I feel like we did. I feel like that's maybe the first time I ever saw it.
We might have. And
I'm pretty sure it was like right next to Mario Monopoly.
Yeah. Monopoly. Yeah, Hasbro.
Yeah.
Probably not.
We're not getting into that as a subject. I just think the idea of the game is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, just that tagline alone is fucking.
We gotta get Zach and play Board Game Simulator of that.
Fucking Miss Monopoly.
That would be sick. Oh man!
Imagine that you have the benefit of making more money and you still fucking lose.
You know, what'd be really hilarious though? If we all play it and we still just all play as guys.
We just play regular Monopoly.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's the joke. I'm just gonna say this. My Monopoly win record is really good. I lost the first game I ever played because of outside interference, and I've won every single other game. From the skin of my teeth. It's quite literally every time I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna fucking win this. And then I just didn't quit. And then I just managed to win. I don't know how. It just worked. It just worked out. I just kept throwing myself at a rock really hard until it cracked. Should I stop hitting the rock? I don't know. But if I stopped, I wasn't gonna break it.
I just like the
I like everyone getting to watch me farm for lives. It's awesome.
Somebody at Hasbro is making a lot of money off the CEOs by suggesting really stupid shit.
Or they just know that
CEOs are like, we need to make money. How are we gonna do this? And then somebody says, hey, Miss Monopoly, but they're gonna make more fucking money. As like either maybe it's a joke or maybe they're actually fucking serious. And then they're like, okay, yeah, good, that's an idea. And then okay, really? Wow, okay, well, all right, I'll take my royalty for that. And then like fucking socialist Monopoly, winning is for capitalists. Like, you can't be any more fucking obvious than that what you're doing. But,
that's their base. Damn, I was running too fast. You see me outrunning the boxes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to hit I need just a little bit more. I wish I forget.
Well, you think you can do it in 9 lives?
I don't know. I apparently couldn't. I couldn't do it in 5. And this is only 3 more than that, you know what I mean? And that's for the rest of the level. 'Cause that was like the second half too. I just don't want to have to worry about coming back. I just don't know if I don't remember or where we could go to get faster lives. Actually, can you just look that up real fast? How to get fast lives in Crash Bandicoot. And look up PlayStation 1, please. Me fucking up those Wumpa Fruits is not helping.
Oh, dude.
Again, I would take this a lot slower. Or not slower. I guess I would I already would have done something about it if I really needed to, but I don't know. I'm trying to beat that. We're so close. And then as soon as I can do it, I can
put Bandicoot.
Maybe I need to find a level that actually has extra lives, like a good bit of them, instead of I'm just doing it through Wumpa Fruits and shit, which is not helping.
Go to Lost City. There's 4 levels at the very beginning. That way you can already get 4 lives.
Oh, you know what would also be good? The those rope levels too, because some of them start off with a few lives too, don't they?
Yeah.
Here. Would you rather play this or Super Mario 64?
I mean, I'd rather play Mario 64.
You know what? I 100% agree with you.
I mean, I'll probably play this and still enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't say, oh, which one's good and which one isn't. That wasn't the trick.
So go find Lost City. That'll already give you 4 lives right away.
Yeah. Well, that would be sick. I didn't think you could even press X where you got there. Kind of interesting. But don't I have to get over there first? All right, I guess I could just do this.
There's 1.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm so scared. God, holy shit.
All right, and then you can just leave. I think.
Yeah, we should.
Can you do that again by going in the level?
Yeah. If I didn't well, I'm saying I know we could just do a level again and just do it. If we what was I gonna say? If we repeat a level, if I died in it though, they wouldn't be there. Actually, I guess not. Maybe they do have to come back. I didn't know that. I guess I was wrong.
We'll go double check.
No, we already did. Remember, other one behind us is these are all question mark blocks though. Maybe I need to play another level. I mean, to be fair, I'm getting a lot of Wumpas pretty quick too. I mean, which is still still
something you can try out.
That is still faster. Yeah. Let me. What should I do? What should I do? Get another level or something. Temple Ruins.
Start one.
Yeah.
Leave.
And Road to Nowhere. We do that one. Actually, did they not have lives at the beginning? It might.
I think that was the other one. The highest road gets 2. You remember that?
I want him to do the crash dance. You know, it was made. I'm pretty sure that was made for the Japanese version of the game, for the audience. You know, he looks different, right? In those games.
What did they change?
They made him look like he has bigger, cartoonier eyes. Not cartoony, but more like anime look. Look up Crash Bandicoot Japanese cover. He actually looks different in game too.
Oh,
the covers are different as well, obviously, to reflect that. And it's even the same for the new Insane trilogy too. So no.
All right, so I guess we go to highest road. That has 2.
I mean, that's already. Yeah, I mean, there's gotta be. I don't know how this works. I don't think it's a per save thing. I wouldn't say that, but.
There's one, but involves you having to get a green gem.
Which obviously we only know how to get that. What a weird fucking level to have this gem on, right?
Yeah.
That far in.
High row.
Yeah, you wouldn't consider that being oh, I got a gem.
Nice.
That's sick. Now, if I knew where this one was, I would do that. Oh, I tried. I don't know. Oh man. I wonder how it works. We can try to do it now. The lab.
I think you're just one level away.
Let's
Or
back
maybe-
to the lab again. Oh no.
Let's back to the lab.
Man.
We messed up. Back to the lab again. Yeah, make sure you grab that Tawna so we can save and stay here. Fuck getting the crates, bro. Just make it to the end of the Tawna level.
We didn't get it. We didn't get it earlier, did we?
No, you died. Remember? You died at the beginning of the Tawna level.
Oh yeah, because it was really. It was
And
actually.
I think if we get that there, then we win. I mean, not win.
We were good. We're good. We're good. Yeah. But then I would still have to beat the level on a couple lives.
Yeah, but still though, that's still good if we at least get the Tawna level.
Yeah.
We can save right here.
Yeah, that's still progress. And I don't know if it keeps my lives or I don't know how this game works. It could be one of those games where like every time you restart, it like you just go back to like the vanilla amount of lives.
Yeah, it gives you it gives a certain amount of lives. It doesn't give you back to whatever you had originally.
Yeah, I'd say, but some games are weird like that, you know? I mean, I figure the way this game works, it probably would be.
Remember, this one has the fucking...
Oh yeah, no, I remember. Don't worry. I couldn't ever forget. Didn't get those precious Wumper fruits I needed, but
Oh well.
yeah, it's okay.
Not like the game was gonna give it to us willingly.
Well, I mean, we're at 15. I mean, we're doing better.
All right, the fuck trying to get all the craze. Just go straight to the end.
Yeah, but I get the extra lives though.
Bro, that's how you died. There we go. We got at least
Well,
one.
that's different. That's not how I died getting the extra lives. That's not what happened. See, that didn't break. That didn't break. Give me that coochie, baby.
Hey, baby.
That is so fucking weird. Like, how are you supposed to save in this game, by the way? Is it by doing these fucking levels?
Might be.
Now look at me right now and tell me that's fucking good game design. Unironically,
Hey, man.
that is fucking dog shit. I think we have more levels. It says 20 out of 32.
Okay, so a few more then.
Yeah. There has to be. There's like 15 on the blimp. Oh, or maybe aren't there secret levels?
Yeah, secret gym levels, I think.
Yeah, so maybe I'm stupid.
I might be retarded.
What were you referencing there?
Alex Jones.
Oh,
He says that in a fucking...
okay. Sorry, I thought you were referencing Christian.
I think I would have used a different voice for that one.
I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't have.
There's one where...
I knew it.
There's one where he's...
Well, I didn't know what was gonna kill me. I thought it was like I just knew something was gonna kill me. The door or the fucking bridge.
When you hit him, you just gotta fucking go, bro. Ain't no stopping now.
Well, the thing is the problem with this is like it's not one of those cases where I could have just gone because it had the electricity shit.
Oy.
Doing that, it's like better to hit it when you know it's about to go off.
Yeah, you gotta time it.
Yeah, well, because if you do it when it's about to do
This
that.
motherfucker's shaking his fucking vibrator, bro.
Yeah, here. Well, at least we're already here. And like what, like 2 deaths? 3 deaths?
3 does. That's the first time you fucked that up, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Hey, give me a second. You know what? I'm pretty much doing this in one sitting. Oh. I can already tell you I'm not going to do it on this attempt.
Ooh, yeah, you can also jump over him while he's doing that jump.
Wait. Oh my god, thank god. Wait.
Oh!
You know what you say? Call me fucking based god for that one.
Oh my god! Alright, at least you just had to jump through this one.
Oh my god. You know what? 15 lives, that's not that bad.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
You know what? We made it, we at least saw the ending, so that gives us like a hope boost.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, we'll get there. We'll get there.
With hope. Don't look at me, Crash.
Ah, I was scared. I was scared. I just wish it was consistent, but sometimes it doesn't seem like it is.
Like I said, once you commit, you just gotta commit to it. You're already over there.
He's gonna do it. I knew it.
He was at the very end too.
That, see what I mean? Like, it, no matter what, it's stuff like that that I don't like. Like, this has at least been consistent, you know what I mean? Like, where I can't really blame the game. Oh man, I almost went overboard with that one.
My anger almost went overboard. Crash Bastion. No, not too late.
Ah, I should have just went for it. I keep feeling I can't jump there. I keep thinking that, like, I keep thinking because it's like a gap, but even though it's really not, and that keeps throwing me off. But the thing is, like, all I need to do is make it past the goo once, and after that, he doesn't respawn.
Yeah, you just need to pause when you get to the second one. Wait for the thing at the very end, and then hit it.
Yeah, because it's not that bad. I'm making it more difficult. Wait, now wait.
Yeah, just wait.
At least we're getting a lot more Wumpa fruits. Wait. Anyway, sync up.
That would have been it there.
Ah. Oh, good thing we know that's there.
Mm-hmm. It's only probably going to do tiny hops the last one.
Oh, I was trying to like just get it at the very last one and just get the big jump. Ah.
No, just play it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I thought I don't want to do 2 tiny jumps and fuck it up.
But I recently got one of those 1/100 no grade Gundam seed model. What the fuck does no grade mean? No idea what that means.
Means you didn't get a grade because you failed your test. Ah, damn it. Too aggressive, too aggressive. We can do this. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. We already like, at least got the save, and that's the biggest thing. We already got the save. It's no big deal. Wasting some lives. We're nervous. It happens. I'm just tensed out. I have all this pressure on me. I got the stream going on. I'm gonna let everyone down. That scientist gets no pussy. Absolutely no pussy. At least we're getting past that part pretty consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, damn it! Every time. I keep like just holding a little bit too far. But it's right there, and I feel like we're doing a little better. I can do this. I can do this. Just gotta believe. Gotta believe in myself.
Yeah, you just gotta play safe the last stretch there.
Oh god, damn it. We can do it. We can do it. At least, you know what? I'll say this. Doesn't matter if we're like getting low on lives. We've at least seen the ending how many times? We never saw out of all the other times we got there. God, okay. There's not much I could do there. It wasn't like, oh, a commit thing. I already, by being there, I committed and I fucked up. Because it resets but it still goes back to the gap first. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Oh, this sucks. Oh. God damn, if I just waited a little bit longer, he'd stop. I'm getting off like some internal cycle. I'm getting off like an internal cycle I had for that before. Sheesh. Give me all those Wumpa fruits. Give me all those Wumpa fruits. Give me those extra lives, baby.
Should've gone.
Nah, not there. Man, I'm just scared.
I play it super safe.
Oh my god. That made my pee-pee hard. I just made that last part so fucking tough. I'm still blaming it on the depth in this game. It's fucking hard to tell where you are in relation to shit.
Great haul, and I think this is where you can see all the secret stuff you can do.
Damn, like in Banjo-Kazooie?
No. Yeah, so you need the rest of the gems.
Damn, I got a gem though. Oh, imagine that you fuck that up though. Like imagine you get all the gems and you fuck up just jumping there. that would suck. How many lives do I have? Not a lot, but
5, 6, 4.
Or either way, we're about to beat this fucking game. Neo Cortex. I'm here to fuck your niece. Damn, I didn't blow
Why did you light my castle on fire? Asshole!
Yeah, when did I do that?
Crash Bandicoot! I fucking hate you!
Guy gets no pussy. I'm so sick of the only guy who gets no pussy. Am I supposed to be scared of that?
Yes. You already hit it, bro. You gotta wait for the. You gotta shoot multiple. Remember?
Well, I didn't know there was depth. I didn't know I could actually fall off this part. Either way, I mean, to be fair, it's not the worst part to go back and get some lives. You know what I mean? It could be worse.
I got you, Bandicoot. Oh!
It's kind of weird that they switched his voice actor, don't you think? In the first place, I mean, they made a better choice.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong.
They made the way better choice.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
Oh.
Oh. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Pretty sure Cortex set the castle on fire for insurance reasons.
Would you believe it?
Yeah. Insanity Corp. No. I like how sometimes it makes it look like it gets a red eye.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, I did it. Again, I was just wrong. I thought I couldn't do it, but I did it. Yay! That was like what, second try? Okay, based. I thought it was just floating.
Just loppy doppy.
Cream pie!
Cream pie!
Damn, I fucking hate Crash.
Anal.
This game sucks.
That'd be really fucking like if I was Tawna, I was holding Crash and his big just gaping teeth were looking at me like I'd be scared as fuck to kiss him. I'm afraid he would just bite
Well,
off
we
my head.
didn't see her kiss him.
I know.
But he just gives that. He just gives that
Look.
pipe. He gives him that fucking Crash pipe, bro.
It's like, I'm getting that cake.
God damn. Crash has a wicked huge cock. Confirmed.
What do you think Tawna put up with him for a little bit?
Exactly. When you fuck like Crash
Hey
Bandicoot.
man, he may be retarded, but he fuck retarded.
He's got that fucking fat cock.
That cock drive me retarded. A
Man,
slavo.
man, this cock is insane. Fuck you, Brett. Fuck you, Bruce.
Fucking Crash looks at Tanya and goes, damn, that's an insane beach.
Kill yourself. Sony Computer Entertainment, you're up. James,
Don
hey,
Roberts.
that's exactly how, like, that's weird. You saw that, right?
Hey, we're talking about Zathura earlier, right?
Shuji Itsumi. Character design, man, fuck the guy who designed Crash Bandicoot. Don't give a shit. Mutato Muzuki.
Mutato.
I know, I just thought it'd be funny to say his name. Ron Horowitz. Kevin Spears. Brendan O'Brien. That's
Thanks, Skip Paul. Fuck Paul, skip him.
Silicon Graphics. Tom
Damn.
Boyd.
Kevin Knorr. In memory of the Min Kim.
Tae Min Kim.
Oh, my bad. I can read the font there.
It was weird, just, yeah. This font's awful. The Crash Bandicoot font make my eyes go numb.
And then it's immediately fucking...
Well, guys, here's the trick
Cortex
part.
thrown down.
Here's the Cortex. Here's the Crash 2 stream. And we only had to cheat once. To be fair, it wasn't the worst. It only gave us one thing we didn't have.
Bro, that was actually Crash running away from child support.
Yeah, that's the reason why she left him.
Yeah.
She left him. He just wanted to hit it and quit it and not have to deal with it.
Sometimes he
Hit it, quit it, not deal with it.
Sometimes he just looks back at Pinstripe and goes, "You're raising my child." And Pinstripe's like,
yeah, but you know what?
but at least I can love him like a father.
No, it's like it's like this. It's like I may be raising your child, but he'll still call me father.
And he does that fucking
and then he's like, I get to beat your kid every day.
That's kind of fucked up. Every time I see your kid, when I'm beating him, I'm thinking of your fucking face. I'm beating him.
Not only do I get to beat your panda girlfriend's cheeks, I get to beat her son.
I get to beat your son's.
And Crash is like, whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
You're fucked up, man.
Oh, man.
I'm smashing that Bandicoot. I'm crashing that Bandicoot. He crashed.
Man, I can't believe I actually beat Crash Bandicoot. No difficulty.
We took the high road.
Yeah, I still want to point out the most difficult part of that was me. I was the difficulty.
It's all about the Crash Bandicoot's the best. It's got the best mind games in the industry, bro.
You are the difficulty select. The game stays the same, but you change the difficulty. God, okay.
Tagline there.
Man, so to finish it out, you should take a whack at some of the levels.
Yeah, sure.
You know what's crazy? Like, what if I load my save from 3 Extreme 1? Don't erase.
Don't erase.
Crash 64. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Mario. Bake you a cake. Oh, we. Rearrange my guts. Swift was the true Dark Souls of Nina Cortex's. Oh, anyway.
Can't do it like we do it.
Little inward. Siphon filter stream next. Let's go.
Like siphon filtered.
I immediately tried to move the analog.
Yeah, I know, right? You just jump to it. Yeah, I don't own Siphon Filter actually. That's just on this memory card. This is one I bought, so yeah. I don't own those other games.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I know, right? It's weird because you want to keep holding right, but you actually have to follow where it goes.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat because, like, I mean, that makes sense, but also it's just not intuitive, I guess, for what most people do. You know what I mean? Like in Mario, you typically would just go right or up. In this case, it's like, oh, just you go left now. And especially if you're holding right to skip through most of these levels when you get the next one, and then you go all the way back. It's like a convenience thing. Oh, you go to play the first fucking level, bitch.
Yeah. Damn, I don't like that smile he gave me. When you woke up, he's like,
Crash has more soul in the next game.
fuck that.
Crash, you know what's funny? I know how Sonic's supposed to be like some like, you know, like marketing thing where they were like, you know, obviously a business design character. But like when I look at Sonic compared to Crash, it's not even close. Crash feels and looks like one of those, this was them trying to get in on the gimmick. Why Sonic just, he comes off as having soul, you know what I mean? His design just feels like, you know, cool. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, not that Crash is bad. I'm not saying that at all.
Sonic was like a...
It's just, it's interesting that Sonic is designed. He literally is intent of is in purpose. An intent of that design was supposed to be likable. But it doesn't feel like it feels like, hey, there's something cool about it. It doesn't have that. Like, it doesn't feel like it really, even though it's supposed to be. Well, I look at Crash and I'm like, and like Spyro and all the other characters, and you're like, yeah, that's supposed to be someone like, this is them getting in on the gimmick, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, like, I don't know, like, it's weird. It just feels a little bit like more like forced.
Sonic and his human-colored
feet. He doesn't have human-colored feet. Like, you know what's crazy? People wonder what Sonic characters' feet look like, and technically we've seen it for years in like art. It's just like blob stuff.
Yeah, I remember the Archie comics.
Yeah, he still has.
It's just blue.
Yeah, I mean he has toes there.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's gross. Toes. It's gross. But yeah, he has blue feet. It's really interesting because it's like at this point, like I guess we haven't. Well, I mean, if you argue the art, which was done by Yukawa, the guy who actually did the first like Sonic Adventure stuff, right? Like, I mean, you just look at it and you're like, yeah. Damn!
Where'd he go?
He clips out of the map and dies.
He comes out of the TV screen.
Just like earlier when we were like setting this up. See what I mean? Doesn't that feel weird? Yeah, it's just like from what I'm used to or what I would expect from like playing the remake, you would think it would
have a little bit more control on it.
Yeah, that's what makes these parts harder than the harder it looks, especially later on when it gets a little hard to tell like where the fuck is Crash actually in relation to the screen. Damn, bro. Also, I'd say this. I guess the remake is easier because I feel like the remake you had Aku so much more. You know, like honestly, because think about it, we actually went through like full levels where I did not have him at all. Do you agree?
So there you go.
Like how there was like full levels I'd go through without Aku, but I feel like in the remake I had him like a lot.
Maybe it's just my.
What?
I don't know. I have to go play. I have to play it again.
I know in the remake, if you die enough, they give it to you. I know that. You know.
Fucking monkey.
Which is. You said you had it though, but that's the thing is you don't, and it's too late. You know, like by the time you realize it, you're like, oh shit.
I forgot his role did that.
Well, do you remember we've already established the power scaling?
Oh, I thought I was gonna hit him.
Yeah.
Damn, I hit the wall.
Yeah, you were on it, but you slipped off.
Yeah.
Because your Crash is just weirdly shaped.
Oh, my
You could have just like, you know, you could have just like spun into it. Oh my god! That scared me. Oh my god. Not what your noise did, but like that sudden like the lurch and then just the death.
Yeah, the fucking just the black screen.
That was fucking scary. It doesn't matter if you die on this level more than I did. I died in the very first pit.
So you know what? I might as well end the stream right
there. Yeah, we should have just stopped the stream right there. I also loved, I still loved how what would happen is I would go and just struggle in parts over on end, and then I would just, every other thing else I would just beat. And then I would die and have to redo a section and then lose even though I got past it the first time. Oh, man. Yeah.
Fuck you!
But honestly, yeah, I don't feel like the game was like that bad. Like, I died a lot, but I don't really feel like it was actually very, like, bad, you know? I never feel like, oh man, this is like fuck. Like oh man, like I can't do it, you know. I haven't felt like that. I don't feel like that with a lot of games. It just I definitely feel like it's a lot usually of like, hey, just do this a little bit better. And I feel like what it came down to is a lot of my own kind of mistakes, but also a lot of this game is fucking dated. It's from 1996 and it does not control the best. And there obviously are situations where you run into where it's kind of like you can't, again, like I said, the depth of field, that's really hard. And 3D games struggled with that for a long time of being able to really tell where you are. That's why the 3DS for platformers was actually really cool, because you actually could tell exactly where everything was. Especially in some of those darker lit levels where you're not really sure where the fuck you are. Especially with the camera being like kind of behind Crash and sometimes being really far behind him. Man, you should do the bridge level. Go back and do the first bridge level.
The first bridge level? Not the high road?
Yeah, do the first one. Work your way up. Honestly though, I would give the game like a 7 out of 10.
That's fine.
Yeah. No, I mean I just rather talk about it because I mean, I did
obviously they perfected the formula later.
Yeah, for sure. And I think like the 3D sections just feel better, more movement options. Like, you know, I've played a little bit of Crash 2, like just on the PlayStation 1. I don't have any saves for it, because that was when I was just fucking around for like messing with my like stream stuff. But I definitely just think it has a better approach to this stuff. I didn't feel like the levels were tough because of like jank stuff. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like hitting that guy where he'd hit you sometimes, other times he wouldn't, you know? Or being on the fucking rope and then he hit you even though you're not touching him. That obviously is just a bad hitbox. Like that's not debatable. And definitely better in the remake, unfortunately. If I ever had to play this game again, I'd probably play the remake before I played the original Crash, but it is neat to have been able to beat the first game. You know, I can say, yeah, dude, I beat Crash Bandicoot, and I would still recommend it to people. It's still like, it was still fun. I obviously had a good time or I wouldn't have kept playing it. But yeah, like honestly, it's neat. I'm glad. Like anyone who watched the stream, also thank you for watching the stream and whatnot, and you know, thanking for being along with us. I thought, you know what? I'm glad we streamed this because I thought it ended up being pretty fun to do. You know, we had some good laughs, we had some good cries, good screaming matches, and we got to
dying nearly as much as I thought it was going to.
Yeah, I wish.
There we go. As soon as I say that.
It's yeah. As soon as you question your own ability, that's when the game takes control. Either you control the game or it controls you. Yeah, it's not as bad when you don't do the rope shit, but it's fast when you do the rope shit.
Oh, I slipped off.
Yeah. Yeah, which it happens. It's just because of the hitbox thing.
Yeah.
It's weird though. Like I don't really find that a lot of these games usually slip off of stuff unless it's like slow. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that this happens in Crash because that doesn't happen like Sonic, you know, or like Mario 64 a lot. Well, Mario 64, if you start slipping, well, it's sloped. You know, it makes sense. I always felt like, oh, okay, like I get it, you know. But in this, is sometimes you're just kind of like, oh, okay. But I mean, I like how short the game is too. I mean, it's nice that there's like stuff you can do extra, but like it really is like a game. I mean, we beat it in like just a couple hours, and obviously fucking around for it. Obviously, if you're just playing this by yourself, it wouldn't take that long. Even shorter than that.
If you hold jump button, do you jump further?
I forget if you hold it. I just usually time it when I jump. I jump off of them. So if you hold it, you can test that out. But I always timed it. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, you have to do that for some of the sections later on, you know? If not, you don't make the jumps and everything.
So I have to hold when I jump on something?
Well, I don't know if you can just, like, once you jump off of it, you can hold it. I usually press the jump button after I was jumping off of it to do it. So you might... I don't know if just holding it will get you that result is what I'm trying to say. Mm. You might be able to. But, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Damn,
the shadow's right on the...
Yeah, see what I mean? Like, sometimes it's kind of hard to just really tell where you are. Like, I try to use the shadow, but, like, sometimes it's not... Well, it's not great. See, what the fuck? Like, okay, I would fucking die there.
What are you looking at, bitch? Let's try to keep walking.
One thing I do like is, and I didn't complain about it earlier, is with the turtles, even though this is the first time you really have to do the whole like jumping thing, it's very obvious that all you can do is really jump because you can't just knock them off the first time, right? I don't think so. But like if you jump on them in the beginning of the game, you see that they flop on their shells. So technically that actually is at least set up from the first level. So it's not like a completely like random thing. That's actually good, where they're actually just developing on like some core stuff you learned earlier on. What do you think's cooler, Crash or Spyro?
I haven't played too many Spyro games, though.
Yeah, I haven't played any either.
Can't really say. All I know is that one is not voiced by Elijah Wood.
Is that in... Wait, is he voiced by him in other games? He's voiced by him in the reboots, right?
Not, I don't think in the reboots, but in, like some of his other games, yeah.
I thought it was the reboot one where he has like the really like more detailed design. I think it looks kind of cool there. I know those games aren't that great though. Aren't those called The Legend of Spyro, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm not having too much of a problem controlling Spyro. Fucking Crash.
Once you get used to it, it's a little easier, but it's just like it's
even like starting off playing it, was like doesn't feel.
I feel like he feels a little like clunky, not like awful, right? You get used to it.
Well, I mean, you're not gonna get the exact like if you're using analog, you're not gonna get like
oh yeah
the positions that you want, right?
Oh yeah, but I'm saying my familiarity with this is playing like I haven't played like this one since I was a little kid. I played the reboot and then 2, and 2 feels better than this.
So this is my first time playing Crash, like the original here. What? How did I get that second jump?
Like, where did you land on? Yeah, see, I mean, stuff like that's kind of weird. I wonder what the hitboxes on that stuff is. Like, honestly, I don't feel like this is actually one of the harder levels. I just made it pretty difficult. I just wanted to get more lives because I didn't want to fucking chance it. Because remember, what happened as soon as I stopped doing the rope shit? What happened? I got through it a lot faster, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is one of those ones that people...
Yeah, like if you can learn the rope shit, it makes it way faster.
Well, no. I mean, like this is one of the levels that people consider like the hardest.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's just. I think people just were struggling with the turtle part because they would go too far.
Honestly, I felt like that was the easiest. I felt like that was like
I think
easier.
people would just go way too far with the turtle.
I feel like something about the remake level felt way harder. Where I felt like some of these jumps were like the worst, but they don't feel as bad here. I don't know what it is, you know? Like, I felt like the first one especially was way easier than the remake. And I don't know what it is. Like, yeah, I did the rope stuff, but I did a lot more of that for like doing it fast. But some of those other jumps just felt impossible. And I actually got really consistent at doing it there. But like, yeah, I don't feel like this one's really all that bad. I made it more difficult than it needed to be. Yeah, just get as far as you can on it.
Yeah, I think it is a hold.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I would say I don't think you were wrong. I just didn't know. I didn't want to say yes without being sure. That's why I was bringing up that I didn't do it that way.
That one you have to hold. That one you have to hold.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's say, yeah, you get it. Yay! Yeah, I want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to do the level. I want to do the level with the Crash Bandicoot.
It's not awful to control. It's just you're not gonna get super precision with an analog.
Yeah, well, that's why I said later on I stopped complaining with the controls. Like, at first, it definitely is just weird to get used to. Like, I'm not like.
I can see why people really like. I can see why it deserved a sequel, Crash here.
Oh yeah, I mean, really to be fair, at 1996, this is still really killer.
Yeah, so it feels pretty good to control Crash. The only issue is the
it's just getting used to D-pad. The physics are definitely the worst part. Physics and some of the level design shit.
Because sometimes you'll actually land on something and you'll slip off.
Like, I feel like the D-pad thing is the worst. It's just more like familiarity because we didn't really have to play games like that.
This is my first time having used like D-pad. Usually, if we're playing a game that doesn't have a D-pad or has analog, I'll use the analog. Yeah. This is my first time using something that's strictly just. Actually, no. I played Journey to Jaburo too. I think that one was only analog, right? Or
no, that's D-pad too.
Yeah, my bad, D-pad. So this is my second ever game using D-pad. It doesn't feel too. It feels pretty nice actually.
Once you get used to it, it's not that bad.
I'll say this.
But for me, like again, like I was used to using stick on better controlling Crash games. So like it's one of those things where you go back and you're like, oh, this feels weird. It's like playing Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and then playing Sonic 1. You know, it's like this is not the same. Oh my god, I was actually doing it deathless up to that point. That sucks. I was just like, okay, I can do this deathless. I was trying to show that I'm not I'm trying to show everyone I'm not a fraud.
A lot of the problems I see people have with this level, but now that I've played it, I can see is that people were overshooting when they jump on the turtles. They're not paying attention to either the shadow that Crash has, or they're just, you know, fucking up the jumping on the turtle.
Oh my god, that sucked. Oh damn. Yeah, now I'm fucking up because the guy's just getting out of place for me. I think once you get like a good rhythm, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I don't know if you're noticing, whenever it's the Warhog part, I would stay to one side. That way I can jump to the other side to avoid the Warhog.
Yeah, but it's when he's in the middle like that, that's what I'm fucking up on right now.
Yeah, you just have to...
Because the actual platforming part, I'm obviously getting through pretty fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna die there. Yeah, like once you get used to it, it's pretty fine. Like again, like putting on more of a show and then learning the game, you definitely get better at it, for sure. Ooh, see, like that. I see. That's fine. That's fine. At least I actually hit the checkpoint. That could have been crazy.
That's what I did. So you just see checkpoint and you forget about the TNT, or you don't think you're gonna hit the TNT.
Fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm at the game over though. Whew.
I'm starting to think maybe the reason some of these games are considered hard
because people are bad at
is
games.
during that period was there's a bunch of Call of Duty games, right?
Okay.
Shooter games. So platforming wasn't the main forte people would have.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, I felt like the remake was harder than that. Like I actually struggled like really hard in the remake. I mean, again, that was my really second time actually doing it, completing it. And I didn't I fucked up one platforming section and I just died to the fucking shitty hitbox in that on the animal. Other than that, what other time did I die on that? Like jumping wise, I didn't. I even did the rope strat once and I didn't fuck up once. Yeah, it's not. There's just like parts where it gets kind of tedious. I'm not stressed out about trying to beat it anymore either, because at least this I was like, okay, I want to beat this before the stream goes up, but now it doesn't matter, you know. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that hard.
It's really fun to run through.
This is like probably the easiest one in these newer levels.
I jumped too early there.
Damn, you game over. You suck. Damn, it's gonna reload the save where it's like, damn, back to the lab again.
Back to the lab again.
You know what's funny? No. I was like, was it actually? Was that the furthest level?
Yeah, that's literally the last level till you beat Cortex.
Yeah, but I thought when we restarted it, it was just at Cortex. I think it's weird that hall level was like the last one, right? You think it'd be like another side thing and not like technically the last normal level and then you do everything?
Actually, hold my jump there.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Man, I kind of makes me want to play Crash 2.
Sometime soon.
Yeah, sometime soon. If you guys want it, just ask. Ask for the Crash 2 stream. And then we'll end it there. We won't play another Crash game because they only made 2, unfortunately.
Really?
Man, what's with the fucking lightning bolts, bro? Is this Hogwarts? Yeah, look at this. What the fuck? Like, dude, what the fuck is this place? Bro, Cortex can't afford that fucking power wheel, broke ass piece of shit. Can't afford shit. Got candles? What the fuck is
Spectrum
this?
Internet.
That's what happened, dude. Spectrum fucking sucks. That's why our stream went out earlier. Spectrum's base.
Yep.
Oh, that was close. But see what I mean? Like, you wouldn't think to jump at first. You're kind of like, oh. Well, actually, I guess you don't need to. Think about it. You could actually just jump on the side on some of that, can't you? I guess if we were gamers. But I guess it's just usually because it's kind of like funneling you to go forward. You wouldn't really think about going to the side, you know? Even though you really can.
Damn. It had it set up last time.
Well, it's because you just got there, too. Remember, you got there, and now that's the weird part. That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you're like, okay, when you respawn, you're like, okay, I can keep going. But then you can't. And I only think the really worst time The worst time was the that one fucking level where you had to wait 20 seconds to get your next fucking go. That sucked. There's just a few parts that definitely felt like kind of like not tuned very well. I don't think this one's one of them. This level is like, honestly, it's pretty nothing, you know? It's just a light gimmick.
What?
Yeah. Remember that's what happened to me?
Yeah, so that's the only issue is the physics.
Yeah, it's just like, oh man, I landed. No, I didn't. I landed and Crash is fucking dead.
That Cortex can't afford floors.
Apparently, shit. The lab. Back to the lab again.
Oh, no.
Honestly, this level's actually not that bad either in retrospect, you know? It really is easy. It's just the timing shit. You just get tensed out. Especially since I didn't want to fucking game over. Yeah, you won't be a pussy. You'll manage to make it.
Yeah.
What I don't like about those, like a lot of Thunderbolts, is it does look like you could jump over it, right? It doesn't feel like it's just at the right height to jump over. I should... I don't even... Fuck my phone. My phone. You can just pause it.
There you go.
You could just pause it.
This is not too much.
Yeah, we'll just make sure I'm keeping up with it. Break out the Crash GBA games. None of those are good. Like, that's not like a joke. They really aren't that good. There's that one with Crash and Spyro, and that...
Yeah, that's the orange.
Yeah, and the... Well, it's Crash... Isn't Crash purple and Spyro orange? Because they switch? Because they're switching villains?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Crash, fought Ripto?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But those games aren't that good because they're not... They seem like the idea is like, oh, that seems so cool. And then you realize, oh, fuck, these are like just like shitty puzzle games with only a little bit of platforming. It's not an actual fucking game. It's not the game you think it is. So, like, the idea, I remember hearing about it, and then I look back into it later, I'm like, oh my god, this seems like fucking doo-doo dog shit. Like, that's disappointing, because you're like, a Crash Spyro crossover where they switch shit? That sounds really cool.
Fuck you.
And you know what? We should have played, what's the game? Wrath of Cortex. That game's awesome. Crunch.
Oh, yeah. Fucking... Doesn't he have to get weird-ass elemental abilities?
Because he's getting... I think that's the one where they introduce, like, all the other, like, mask characters. Not
I know one of them is Arlie Ermy.
Yeah, not Uka Uka. He shows up in, what, 3 or something? Or maybe... I think it's 3, yeah, because he's not in 2. Because 2's, like, right after this. I think it's Warped. I could be wrong. And then that's, like, he uses them, and he has those, like... You have the rival fights with him, and they're all, like, really weird. That game was, that game's not that good, even though it's weird because it's, like, the most like an old Crash game. But it was like, you know what's actually really fucking weird? Like, it's weird thinking about it. Why is there that hog level? Because it's the only one. Right? Isn't that weird to have a completely different, like, scenario where you play like that, and then you don't do it anywhere else in the game? Right?
Yeah, the hog level.
Yeah, like, isn't that weird that you only do it once? You do that hog level one time, and you never have to do shit like that again. Well, I mean,
only, like, until Crash 2 where they, like, start doing that multiple times. Right?
Yeah, exactly, with the other, like, animal buddies and everything. I forget, was Crash 2 the one where they had it with, where Coco did it on, like, that little tiger, or was that Crash 3?
Crash 3?
Yeah, Warped. And they had the motorcycle levels too. See what you didn't really know where you were. I hate that.
I just didn't hold my jump.
I hate that part.
Oh no!
Hey, well, it happens to us. But I definitely will say this though. Even though Crash 3 is not the best game, just because it has like the I don't know. I guess the way is like it's not nearly as innovative as like 1 or 2 are. But it's like, and it's kind of going through the motions at that point. Like, everything just feels a little less inspired than the other ones. It's still interesting. It's still not, like, a terrible game. Where there is, like, its own unique charm to it. Be like, yeah, you know what? That's cool that Crash 3 does that. It might not be the best, but that's cool. There's a lot of games like that. I kind of would rather have, like, a middling third game than a really bad third game. I don't know. Like, even if no one really talks about it as much. One of the secret levels is the hog level, running level. But yeah, but I'm talking about more in the main game. Like a secret level is like fine and everything, but usually when I'm talking about that is when it comes to like introducing gimmicks in games, usually it's not necessarily like a one level thing. It's usually something they'll repeat a few times. So for example, that one would be like a lot of the Donkey Kong levels. Where they introduce, like, a lot of those are like one level gimmicks where there's something like you have to deal with at one time. But that's usually like an obstacle. But I'm talking about a gameplay change. Usually a gameplay change isn't just like a one and done thing. Why them doing it this time is like odd, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think Crash 2 had like those weird level. I think there's like a few, but not a lot. Or in the end, there's like those jetpack levels or something, which are really weird. I don't know. Like, it's not like a bad thing. It's just very odd that it did that. What are the other ones? Isn't there like a GBA like port or some of these or something? I don't know. Like, no one ever talks about the handheld Crash. Sorry, someone.
Sorry.
Dev is talking about it. Do you know? Like, I think there are, but I can't remember what they are because nobody talks about them.
The GBA ports?
Well, no, there's like, I feel like there's a few GBA ones, but I feel like a few of them are like, not ports, but they're like the GBA version of another game, you know? I think that's what some of them are, aren't they?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know, because, well, I mean, I guess it's just because they're kind of forgettable, I guess. I mean, because honestly, I've never heard anybody talk about them. But then again, Crash is a game series where you could argue that like they stopped being good after the third one. Well, I guess I guess real fans will consider like the spin-offs like CTR, and CTR is fucking, again, I still think the PS1 game is absolutely fucking amazing. And, like, I've only played it a little bit personally, but like, I still thought it felt pretty cool. And I was like, wow, like, this is people like, there's a few people might say this isn't better than Mario Kart, and I couldn't necessarily agree with them. You know what I mean? Just because, like, you know, I don't think it's for everybody, but definitely it's it's solid. I definitely think that's solid. It's very interesting that Crash had all those different games. They have 3 games on the PlayStation 1, and then we get like, you know, CTR, which is like, it's like, wow, we get a kart racer. That's interesting. And then they even gave it its own Mario Party ripoff. Like, I'd probably say that's probably the least entertaining one of the ones I can think about, of that era. But that's still, like, weird. And then after that, Crash proceeded to just be, like, nothing after Wrath of Cortex. Because, like, people will talk about it, but they won't, they'll talk about it, but they definitely don't fucking, like, necessarily like Mind Over Mutant and Crash of the Titans or anything. Oh. Wow, thanks for 100% completing that for me, asshole.
You're welcome.
Damn, he did it. He did it without game over, and what a gamer.
Great.
Oh wow, I can't believe he beat the Great Hall on his first try. He did it.
Another one that was really
Fun. Can't remember. CTR is great. Yeah, for sure. We were talking earlier about how good the remake is. It's definitely like, so mutual associate of ours.
Damn, I thought it was gonna be like the other ones.
Yeah. Well, it's they tricked you.
This level happens before that.
What?
This level happens before that, though.
I know. I'm saying they tricked you. The thing is, you actually would have had it, but you hesitate. You hesitated in the middle of the beam, which was the craziest part. These ones are easy because you don't have to wait about it. As long as they go by, you're good. Like, as soon as they go, just go for it.
You can't touch the pipes, right?
The red ones? No, not the red ones.
Full ones I can touch.
Yeah, they don't do anything. Which is really annoying, you know? Like, it's kind of like, okay, there's the heat pipe, and then the cold one doesn't do shit. You would think, right? Like, you kind of feel like, why can't it just be a normal pipe? Like, it having a cold pipe makes it feel like you'd think there'd be more to it. Looks like a vagina. The huge adventures and entrance of the 2GB, they're okay attempt to port the games to handheld. Better than Crash Purple in the DS party game, if nothing else. I didn't know there's a fucking DS party game. Holy shit, I did not know that at all. I knew there was more than one GBA game. But I did not know there was a fucking DS party game.
Oh,
but yeah. Crash Purple and Spyro Orange are like like probably two of the biggest disappointments of people at that time. Like, if you knew about that when that was coming out, you definitely would have been like, wow, that fucking sucks. Those games aren't good. It's also kind of a shame that they went for like a handheld thing. It's obviously supposed to be just like a cheap little thing. It's more centered around the idea than it is anything else.
Well, that's been fault.
Yeah, I think it did. It just you managed to get out of there. Yeah, once you get past like the whole like electricity part, this part's like really fucking easy. Electricity thing is just more like a little like a second timer. Ooh. Those enemies look like doo-doo.
Those are the ones that made me laugh.
They look like unfinished dogs.
I'm pretty sure now that I hear their sound effects, I'm pretty sure they're on wheels, but still, it's just funny like watching them move.
Yeah, just because it feels weird. You did it.
Whoa.
Yeah, Crash Boom Bang is the DS party game. I love that.
Oh yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Wasn't that one in Japan though?
I don't fucking know. I didn't know about it. How am I supposed to know? Honestly, think about it. Crash Bash is a really good name for a fucking Crash Party game, don't you think?
Crash and Bash?
No, Crash Bash. That's what's called, Crash Bash. The first time you want to know the first time I saw that? At Game Exchange. Because I didn't know, and then I learned about it later because I saw the title, but it didn't have a case. I was like, Crash Bash. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, I had no idea that was a fucking game that existed. I bet he went for your neck and he killed you. You know what? We were talking about like the Crash like ejaculating before the stream started, right? I think that's the same animation that would play. Don't you agree?
No.
It's like one decent edit away from being something very vile and vulgar.
Go away. Oh.
The Goblet of Fire? Crash! Did you put yourself in the Goblet of Fire? I don't want to do a fucking British voice. Crash! I don't know. How does he sound? How does he
Cortex?
No. You know what I'm talking about? Where Dumbledore, like, it's the meme that he yells at Harry for putting his name in the Goblet of Fire. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
yeah. It's funny because in the book or whatever, it says it's like Dumbledore said calmly, but in the movie he's like pissed. He's like fucking and mad. And then I love it where they do like an edit where like it's just him screaming, and then they say Dumbledore said calmly. Yeah, that's a very interesting difference. Now they did a Crash Spyro crossover done in JRPG style like Super Mario RPG. So what I'm gonna make fun of you for a second. Why I don't think that's a bad idea. I like how that came out of fucking nowhere and there's no prior setup for them ever doing anything like that ever. So I don't know. I'm not saying that's a bad idea. I just think it's funny that you said that. But no, they would never do that. Crash as an RPG would be fucking god-awful. Not that it would be actually bad, I just don't care for it. Crash is not a series that I think would be good as an RPG, you know?
So they definitely have the characters for it, but I'm not sure if they have like...
Yeah, I wouldn't want that, you know? I have no interest in a Crash RPG. Like... You know, I have interest in another Sonic RPG more than the one we actually got. Man, do you know anything about the Sonic RPG?
Nope.
Yeah, so it's made by BioWare. Remember, you know what BioWare is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is still when they had good faith. This is before people started shitting on them completely for everything, you know what I mean? When people I think Mass Effect 3 did exist at the time, but I think people still had like goodwill towards them or something. Or maybe this is right beforehand. I completely forget. Because when did EA buy them?
I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember. But they're like, yeah, at the time, if you're like, but BioWare making a Sonic RPG, that's fucking insane. It's on the DS. There's like character portrait arts, and I don't know who actually does them. They obviously don't look exactly like it, but they look extremely similar to Sonic X. So there is like some level of consistency there, but it's not the same art. You can tell if you actually know the differences. And you're like, wow, that's it. Like a Sonic RPG, that actually sounds really cool, especially with the world and the characters they do. And it is the most like...
Oh, it actually bounced me up. Cool.
Yeah. It's the most mid to bad thing like they actually could do. It was clearly made with like no real effort. The music is fucking atrocious. You want to hear Green Hill Zone? It doesn't... It sounds like someone's like like getting next to your ear and they're shitting all over your fucking face like a wet shit fart that's like spraying like a pressurized air. Like that's what it sounds like in your fucking ears. Which the DS, like, it's not to say it has the best audio quality, but like when people make fun of like, oh, GBA like a sound, like how that sounds for a few different songs, like or like the Final Fantasy game ports or something, or like some Earthbound shit. You listen to this and you're like, what the fuck? That is really bad. The idea, like especially the plot of the game, like the actual animations for all the characters look really fucking bad. Like they're like 3D models, but like they're ones like where you look at them, you're like, oh my god, it's like there's nothing charming about how they look. They just look really fucking bad. And like it gets all about like the plot goes kind of wild. There's some like neat things about it, but for the most part, it's just kind of like, yeah, this game is just so it's okay at best. I think the craziest thing about it is I think the characterization of the characters is probably the best thing about it, where everyone feels in character. And for me, I'm not usually a big shipper kind of guy, but I'll be honest, one ship I adore. I think it's cute. I like Son Amy. I like the idea of Sonic and Amy together. I like that. And I love how we've been getting a lot of stuff for that, recently in a lot of the media.
Nope.
Yeah, that's what I almost did. I thought about it too when I got there. If you like, pretty much in that game, Amy's not nearly as on Sonic's dick as you'd think, because apparently she's like, oh yeah, I have a boyfriend. His name's Dexter. Which is weird. I know. I thought that was weird. Like Dexter's such a weird name. And then at the end of the game, like if you play your cards right and everything, you get this like right before you go to like the very end of the game, you're like, oh, she reveals that Dexter isn't real, and then how you like talk to her, like you get a chance where you're like, oh, you can be like, you can turn her down, or you can be like, no, I actually want to like they were pretty much like imply they'll get together. You know what I mean? Which for me, I'm like, god damn, like that's sick as fuck.
I just guessed, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I did. Well, it's because it looks like they're actually really close together, but then you realize you have a gap between both of them. So if you just wait, you'll be able to make it through easily. But that's what I'm saying. You don't really see that gap because you're kind of blocked by the other fucking thing crushing. You're like, okay, I don't really know what's in front of me. Just weird shit with how they
snake
say it to you. I know. I love shooting that snake. I love shooting the snake. Now Crash is getting a multiplayer battle arena game. Have you heard about that?
Oh yeah. It's like what?
Oh! Yeah. You saw that where I told you the game froze, right? Yep. Or whatever. It's weird. Yeah. So fun fact, that was supposed to be like some kind of content that was going to be in the last like Crash About Time or whatever. It was going to be it was going to be in that, and then they pretty much just like reworked the concept for this new thing. So it's not the exact same thing it was going to be, but we almost did get the things prior. You know? Yeah. Very interesting. I like how Crash looks in About Time. He looks good. He looks good there. I like the more cartoony take on him.
That time it didn't. All right, I'll take that.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It did it for me the other times I did it. I don't think I did that section twice, but still.
Give me one battle.
Crash Frontiers? No, I wouldn't want to Crash Frontiers because I don't think Sonic Frontiers is all that good of a game. Sonic Frontiers is like a 6 out of 10. Like 7 out of 10 at best. But like, I'm not trying to be critical of it. Like, ooh, you know, see what happened to me? You think you can do it and you can't do it. The idea itself sounds like really cool. Like, oh, like, you know, you see Sonic Frontiers, everyone's like overhyping it. It's like an okay game. It's like everyone's like, oh, even if it's not perfect, it's like, hey, they're getting closer to doing a better game, but they've been closer to doing a better game or have done better like prior, and then proceeded to fuck up everything next. So for me, I'm not the guy who's like, oh, finally a decent game, because that's not what I'm fucking looking at. I expect more from Sonic Team. It's not awful, right? But it's not the best. Like I think if you were like, I think most people would think it's not that great of a game. I think the only people who would really overrate it, or even really say it's good, are Sonic fans. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, it's a tight go. But I'm definitely, there's a few things I like about Frontiers, and there's a few things I don't like. But honestly, hopefully we'll get something better later on. That's the only one thing I can say. I'll kind of take from it. It wasn't an L. As a Sonic fan, it was the first time I can really say I didn't take an L in a while. Damn, I never heard that part of the music. Let's just focus on jumping around too much. This song's hitting, dude. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Man, Skrillex sucks, dude. This is bumping, bro. God damn.
You thought he was gonna make me hit that? No. I'm good.
Yeah. See, that's a very interesting one where, remember how we were talking about earlier about like, hey, they slowly introduce a game mechanic where you don't actually die. That one's a fucking cheeky one because you wouldn't have died. Obviously, it stopped. But if you were like trying to get out of the way instantly and get to the other one, you would have jumped into it. These motherfuckers knew what they were doing. Someone covered their mouth and started laughing at that when they were programming this shit at their desk. They're gonna fall for it like a fucking idiot. Well, you won't fuck this one up.
I don't even remember what's here.
More platforming. Okay, I thought you would have remembered.
Yes, I don't remember, bro.
Yeah, just walk forward. But it looks like you're supposed to jump, right? Yeah. Obviously. Man, you know what? Mario 3D World fucking owns this game 100%. Actually, Mario 3D World's a good fucking game.
Yeah, what are you talking about, bro?
What? You don't know what I'm talking about? Mario 3D World? No,
no.
Oh, I seen 3D World. You know what? 3D World 2? Yeah, but I was talking about 3D Land. I was just like joking about it because I'm like, oh, Mario 3D Land doesn't think it's a bad game.
Sonic Forces? Sonic Forces is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
I actually played that one.
Yeah. But that's not saying anything. It's like, oh, this food I ate was better than eating dog shit. It's like, okay, it should be. It doesn't necessarily make it good.
What's better than dog shit?
Well, I said eating food. I mean, like, if that was your comparison, you're like, wouldn't you want your food to taste better than dog shit? Am I right?
That's how they put a trampoline there.
Yeah. I thought about that earlier. I'm like, what really idiot's gonna fall for that?
However, this might end me though.
Man, you're there. You're almost there. Damn, bro, you're playing insane right now. Damn. Now, what would I say? What would I say? I want to talk about more about Crash, but I don't have too much more to say. I just don't know too much. Crash is just one of those games where I don't see like a lot of people like talk about it, like where you learn like fun facts a lot. It's just more like, I don't know, you don't hear people talk about Crash too much. Anyone who talks about Crash, it's like, it's definitely like an older franchise. You know what I mean? I hear people kind of mention it, usually only in the context of when they're playing Crash.
Fuck off.
You did it, bro. You know what? You know what I'm going to do after this? I'm going to rewatch the Oni plays of Crash. I'm going to do that.
I thought they were totally going to throw in one that doesn't match the others.
Yeah, like, it would feel like it. But, like, some of these levels, like, it's because you're so used to the fact that they're doing, like, tricky bullshit that you kind of get confused that they don't do tricky bullshit. Yeah. Like, that one doesn't do anything tricky the whole time. It's just, nope, just wait for the next one and you're good. But you go back to the other level where the things are coming out of the fucking walls and it's like, do, and then both of them go out and you're like, fuck you. Let's do like 2 more and then we can end the stream. I just want to talk a little bit more.
What a toxic waste.
Man. I still think these level names are pretty fucking bad. Like there's some
they're accurate.
Well, oh yeah, for certain. But a few of these are like a
no, that one actually fucked me up. All right, now I can jump over here.
Like a few of them are definitely like what am I trying to say here? Like a few of them are feel like, oh yeah, that's a neat level name, right? Like that sounds good. Like, you know, the High Road, right? That sounds cool. Or like Insane Beach. I'm like, yeah, that's a cool level name. But some of this other shit, Toxic Waste. I mean, like I get it, but it's just so it's so just like, yeah, I guess that
playing
makes
this
sense.
Like a mentally ill person, not going for the fucking boxes, bro.
That's fine, dude.
The most insane Crash play.
I mean, obviously you'll get through it faster.
Damn, this is fun.
This is a good gimmick. Hey, dude, better than me. You didn't have to worry about getting hit once. That would suck if you just ran into it at the end. That would have been doo-doo dog shit. Mm. Why? What do you think about this, like, toxic waste makes it bubbly?
A lot of acid and fatty tissues. Just general nastiness mixed together that shouldn't be.
Should have called this toxic Kong or toxic waste of time. I get.
Fuck that one. That one was rolling normally though. That one actually rolled normally.
Wow, I get it. No, I'm not making fun of you. I get it.
Why did that one roll normally? I'm actually genuinely confused. It rolled normally.
Dude, don't worry about it. You're there. Just go for it. Just go for it. You're good.
No, bro, wait until he throws another fucking normal one. Bro, that one actually rolled down the hill and then it bounced at the end. That one threw a curveball.
I love that level because it's once you realize where the things bounce, it's not hard at all. But it's like the first one we're rushing through and you're like, damn, I'll get the boxes and shit. And you're like, oh, damn. And after that, the second part's like, oh, okay, well, it just goes here. It's easier because he's not throwing, he throws multiple of them at a time where you can see where the first one goes and you're like, okay, that's where the next one's gonna go too. Unlike the other ones where it's like, oh, here's the random run that's bouncing now. And you don't really, like, other than seeing it, you're like, I don't know exactly where it's gonna go. The Lost City. Yeah, that's Lost City. More like Lost Quality. Man, what would you do?
No.
What do you think is the... You know what? I'm gonna say this. This is one of the visually best levels in the whole game.
Yeah, pretty good.
Like, it just has such a very, like, obviously...
style.
Yeah, it stands out. That it just looks nice. Like, I like the purples and the blues and everything. And it just looks like so... There's so much shit going on into it. Like...
Sorry, Batman.
Some of the other levels, like the Toxic Waste level is, like, really boring. There's not much... It's visually not very distinctive. But then you see this level and you're like, wow, you know, like, this looks really cool. But it comes, like, you know, obviously beforehand. I'd probably say this is, like, maybe visually my favorite level in the whole game. Especially since, like, you know, it's also cool since you're going, like, you know, it's one of the 2D parts of the game.
Fuck, I couldn't press square left fast enough. Damn.
It's one of the 2D, like, crash levels. So it's also nice because you get a good sense of scale for level 2 because as you climb up. So, like, that adds to it. Oh. But I would say the level is fine until you get near the end of it. Like, the end of it's just pretty annoying. Well, maybe the middle end. Like, I'd probably say, like, once you're 60% of the way in.
God damn it.
I still remember when I got, like, I was clipping in through the ground. That was awesome. We really came a long way from doing that. Ah! I believe in you.
Motherfucker.
How are you supposed to know?
Alright, well, I got the life. All that matters.
A soul for a soul, am I right? I did
that last time. What the fuck?
Jumping into it?
Well, no, I did a low jump and it didn't work that time.
Well, it's because I think it's partially because their hitboxes aren't always in the same place. Because they kind of like have like some like little curve to it.
Should have killed all you fucking bastards.
That's why I don't typically go for killing them like until I can really understand. I know what their pattern is in the first place because usually I always kind of forget. Because you can push through once you really get it down. You're like, okay, I don't want to wait for this. Like you could have like done it near the end of there. Just jump and spin going into it, and you'll be protected. But like again, you have to kind of get the feel for it.
Oh, he bounced me back.
Yep. It's kind of weird because there's not really good feel back for it, right? You wouldn't really think this is going to hit me back.
Yeah, it's like in Donkey Kong Country when you bounce off fucking Kronk, big blue one. It's like, okay, that makes sense. He's big and fucking muscular.
And it only happens for Diddy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, that's the one thing I hate about Donkey Kong Country. I hate that Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong are fucking different. That pisses me off so much. Just because, like, you want to say, like, oh, okay, like what Donkey Kong offers to the fucking table is nothing. He gets to deal with that one enemy easily, and that's it. Like, he gets to deal with that enemy, and then there's a few things he can do when he slaps the fucking ground. But for most of it, you don't want to play Donkey Kong because he's fucking slower. period. Like, again, he moves slower in general. His, like, startup on his roll is fucking slower. I mean, like, he carries stuff and moves a little bit faster, but it's not that big of a deal where that's the make or break it of what's better about Donkey Kong. I don't know, like just playing as Diddy in that game, it's just, like, 10 times better. Where I feel like with, Diddy and Dixie, even though Dixie immediately has the usefulness of having the whole, like, gliding thing with her hair, once you get, like, it's easier to see the difference of, like, what, like, Diddy and Dixie, like, add, but for the most part, they're pretty much the same. And they're, like, slight different uses. Like, you know, I feel like they come into play a little bit more. Then they go back to having that kind of bullshit with Kiddy Kong, but then again, Donkey Kong Country 3 is, like, okay, so... There's a reason why the series peaks at Donkey Kong Country 2. One of my top 10, by the way. Top 10 games, by the way.
There we go.
Man, you like how you can see Cortex Castle in the back? Yeah. Oh, there it goes. You had it. There goes Engine, right? Or what's his name?
Embryo.
What the fuck is it? What a gross fucking name. Why?
I'm saying. No wonder you got forgotten about. Oh.
You remember when I bounced into mine multiple times and I died, and then every other time it hasn't happened since? I'll say this about this level. It goes on for fucking ever. Like, this could have been like 2 separate levels almost. You know what I mean? Like, this just goes.
Yeah.
Because I think you're what? Maybe halfway now. Again, if you ever feel like it's going to be bad, like you feel like you're about to get pushed off, jump and then just try and hold yourself back to the stage. Like, I mean, to be fair, I did that in the original one, so I kind of did the timing for it, but it is something. Yeah. Yeah, this one's fucking easy. Yeah, after this, I mean, as long as you don't get a little unlucky, you should be able to beat the rest of this.
No.
I totally feel like you can get the rest of this. This is one of the more annoying sections.
Oh, fuck. I forgot. Can't fucking do that.
Man. Hey, you can do this, man. You can do this. I believe in you.
Yeah, this one's easy. I just have to wait for all 3 of them to go back.
I believe in you and your jorts.
Oh, fuck. I'm just... Not speed running, bro. I'm good.
This isn't a speed through. This is a go slow.
This is I'm playing the game mode.
Man, I don't go fucking slow. That's for pussies, baby. Live fast, die young. Am I right?
You. Up on you because I fucking hit you. Oh fuck!
What?
Why did it go down?
That's what I'm wondering.
Bro, Crash! Are you trying to fucking make me not want to fucking win, bro?
You know what I really don't like about these sections, though? So, like... Okay, so the thing about these 2D levels is you don't actually move any different than you do in the rest of the game, right?
Uh-huh.
It's clearly just the same controls, which is not bad, at least in the fact that it's consistent. You know, I can think of other games that change the controls where it's annoying. But the thing is, being able to move 3-dimensionally in these levels, for the most part, doesn't add all that much.
Crash, please don't.
Like, I think it makes a lot of these levels a little bit more tedious. Because for the most part, you don't really have to worry about it, but there are sections where you're kind of like, yeah, that just made things worse, you know? Like earlier when you jumped off into the fucking lake, or like a second ago where you like ran off that little platform. Like, did that really add anything to have the ability there? And I feel like this is one of the only levels where I can think about where like being able to jump like into like, you know, further into the level, like, you know, the Z-axis or whatever, where it would actually like be, you know, useful. I don't feel like a lot of people really do it.
Do it, bitch. Actually. No, what the fuck?
That's all. You tested fate there. You had it.
No. That's the game not letting me grip on that motherfucker.
Man,
that was my gorilla grip.
I guess it wasn't gorilla grip because it didn't hold you that hard.
It should have been gorilla grip. That was right on top of the motherfucker. Fuck you, and I'm coming after your mother too.
Jesus Christ. Go for it. Just go for it. I think you can spin into him, right?
Wanted to do that. That's all I wanted to do.
Oh, there we go. Now you made up for it. You made up for it with your life. I could not imagine missing one of those last. That didn't happen though. I'm so glad it didn't happen where I missed any of those last second jumps. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It almost feels tedious. Like, why did you make it a jump? Like they just will give you like you're probably not gonna fuck it up, but we want you to fuck that up. I did that earlier. I did it earlier. I was like, hey, look, you can spin it.
Let me go look at the
Okay. After that, we'll finish up the stream because it's like 12. We had to make this part of the stream worth it too. Just because obviously it's gonna be it was a lot shorter since we're near the end of the fucking game.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I know.
It just goes all the way up. It's very weird that it does that, right? I guess it's because of the way the camera works. It's because it's actually based like it's going at like how the levels do it, you know? Ah, we did it. We beat Crash Bandicoot 1. You got anything you want to say?
And you guys enjoyed the stream, like both parts. Thanks Spectrum for it.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for watching both. If you're still here, we appreciate it. Obviously, we understood we just kind of filled out the rest of that content just with nothing. Obviously, the energy died, but we beat the game. You know, we did it. We did it. Me and Nathan here forever. Hold my hand. Thank you. He did it, though. He actually did do it. I just want to point that out there. If you liked it, yeah, make sure to watch both. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like, you know, I don't know, watch more shit. Watch more of our content. Watch every fucking video. All of it. Viewer retention's important. And if you liked me, which you fucking don't, subscribe to my channel. It's in the description.
Like you make some content, bro.
I will talk to you about what content I'm thinking about making. I have some stuff I'll show you.
My phone back?
Yeah. Here. Take your phone, your stinky ass phone
back.
You
weren't even reading the comment.
No, shut up. I did read the comment. I'm gonna go in the stream.
All right. See you guys later. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Don't fuck Nina Cortex, please. Don't fuck Nina Cortex. Little N-word Cortex.